Welcome to A Deadly Silence. I'm your host, Larry Curtis, and it is the goal of all of us associated with this program to bring to you current and educational information surrounding the opiate and alcohol addiction programs throughout the South Shore community. Today we have an exciting program for you. With me is Pastor Allison Cruz from Teen Challenge, and Pastor Cruz and her organization are here to give us some entertainment and some educational information on Teen Challenge. Pastor Cruz, welcome to our show, and pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having us. For over 40 years, Teen Challenge Brockton has been a refuge for those struggling with drug addiction and alcoholism. Teen Challenge is one of the oldest, largest, and most successful programs of its kind in the world. The United Nations reports that more than 200 million people worldwide are addicted to drugs and alcohol. Teen Challenge Brockton wants you to know that there is hope. We are committed to reaching every addict throughout Brockton and the New England area with a message of hope. You know, if you or your family has someone that's struggling with drug or alcohol addiction, we want you to know that Teen Challenge is here. Changed lives, that's what we're about. Teen Challenge is all about lives being changed. And today you're going to be hearing the stories of the men whose lives have been changed, who were once bound by drug and alcohol addiction, and now they're free. Teen Challenge Brockton is a part of Teen Challenge New England, which has residential recovery homes in 6 states throughout New England and also in New Jersey. We are best known for our residential recovery homes, but we also have outreach programs in the local communities and schools, reaching out to kids and youth before they start using drugs and alcohol. You may have already given up hope for yourself or a loved one that may be struggling with addiction, but we want you to call Teen Challenge today, because we are here to help. Teen Challenge has been offering hope and help for many years. At Teen Challenge, individuals can find freedom. Drug addicts and alcoholics can change. Call 508-586-1494 to speak to someone about finding help for yourself or someone else who is struggling with addiction. Teen Challenge provides youth, men, and women with an effective Christian, comprehensive, faith-based solution to the drug and alcohol epidemic. You know, at Teen Challenge, sons and daughters are restored, they're reunited to their families. At Teen Challenge, mothers receive their sons back. Fathers receive their daughters back, and we want you to know that we're here. And now you're going to hear stories from the men in the Teen Challenge program. You know, men whose lives were once destroyed by addiction, but now they find new hope. Men whose lives were once destroyed by addiction, but now their lives have been changed since they've come to Teen Challenge. And so you're going to hear from the men, and you're also going to hear from our choir, and I know that you will be blessed by the stories that they have to share.
Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. Darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. awesome in power, our God, our God. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power, our God, our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what could stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what could stand against? Then what could stand against? Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power, our God, our God. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power, our God, our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what could stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what could stand against? Then what could stand against?
My name is Jay Stanton. I'm 24 years old, and I've been in Teen Challenge for 9 months. I'm from Townsend, Massachusetts, and it was 10 years of destruction that I caused, 4 suicide attempts, and 1 supernatural act of God that helped bring me to my knees to surrender to the Lord and be released from drug addiction. I was brought up in a non-broken home, a quote-unquote normal childhood, and at the age of 14 I was given the choice if I wanted to walk away from the Lord or continue to walk with Him, and I chose to walk away with Him. Not coincidentally, at the same time, about 14 years old, I started using drugs and alcohol, which progressed all through high school. And at the age of 19, my employer introduced me to Percocet painkiller. And at first it was a recreational thing, but then it turned into a habit where I'd need handfuls of painkillers to get out of bed in the morning. And when that wasn't getting me high anymore, I moved to OxyContin. And when OxyContin, the price of it had taken everything I had, the apartment and the car and the girlfriend and the cat and everything, I moved to heroin. And at 23 years old, I was a full-blown heroin junkie. And I thought that the only way out of my addiction and to stop hurting my family, the ones who I robbed and stole and lied to, was death. So I came up with a plan that I was going to rob a convenience store to get enough money to buy enough heroin to purposely overdose and kill myself. So that's what I did. I tried robbing a convenience store, but I was unsuccessful at the attempt. I got away, but still had the tug from the enemy to take my life. So I put a noose around my neck tied to the back seat, and I drove my car into a tree at 60 miles per hour. But at that point, when I hit at impact, a warm embrace came across my chest and my biceps, and I knew that the Lord had never left me. I never got a scratch or a bruise from that car accident. I didn't move 1 inch, and I knew that that was of God. I walked away from that accident unscathed, but in handcuffs, and I went into jail, and it was on March 7th of last year that I accepted Christ in a jail cell. It was that same family that I had robbed and stole from that sent me a packet on Teen Challenge. And I prayed on it, and the Lord told me that that's where I needed to be. is Teen Challenge. And since coming to Teen Challenge, I've learned biblical principles to apply to my life so I can be a productive member of this society again. I can be a man of God. I'm no longer running from Jesus, I'm running to Jesus. Luke 7:47 says that he who is forgiven much loves much. And now I love everyone around me. God has restored my family to my life. Teen Challenge has helped with their family ministry in binding us back together. And I stand on this scripture, Mark 2:17, and Jesus says, "It is not the well who need a physician, it's the sick. I have not come to rescue the righteous, I've come to save the sinner."
You are the source of life. I can't be left behind. No one else will do. I will take hold of you. You are the source of life. I can't be left behind. No one else will do. I will take hold of you. 'Cause I need you, Jesus, to come to my rescue. Where else can I go? There's no other name by which I am saved. Capture me with grace. I will follow you. You are the source of life. I can't be left behind. No one else will do. I will take hold of you. 'Cause I need you, Jesus, to come to my rescue. Where else can I go? There's no other name
My name is Nathan Turner. I'm 24 and I've been in Teen Challenge about 11 months now. I grew up in a single-parent home, abused and neglected, and that instilled in me a lot of hurt and discomfort when I was growing up, and I felt that I was disconnected from the world, and I had a lot of want to be accepted by people. And the first chance I had to run with a group of young men who just accepted me for who I was, it wasn't a very good group of people, and I started using drugs and alcohol when I was about 13 years old, and it took everything it had for me, and it didn't take long. I found myself about 20 years old and homeless, destitute, and waking up cold one day, wet, almost winter on a bench. And I never thought I'd get to a point like that. And I remember thinking to myself when I woke up that morning, is this it? Is this what the next 15, 20 years of my life is going to be? Is this what I have to look forward to? I've got nothing. I have no hope. I'm looking 15, 20 years down the line, and I don't see anything. I don't see any future. I don't see any chance for success. Drugs and alcohol had taken everything from me, and I didn't wake up that morning wanting to live, because I knew what I was going to be facing, another day of nothing. And I made a decision right there that day that I was going to stop running, and I had to face up to a lot of legal issues that I was dealing with. But I'm grateful for what happened, because it brought me to the knowledge of a program called Teen Challenge in my home state of Vermont. And I wanted not to believe in God so much because I wanted to point my finger at everyone in the world but myself. And it was that diligent searching through the Bible, and that diligent paying attention to the lives of godly men around me that eventually made me look inward and have to realize that maybe there was something, maybe there was a God, and I turned my life over to Him. And ever since then, I've been experiencing a joy and a happiness and a peace that I've never felt before in my entire life, and I didn't think I ever could. And when I look 15, 20 years down the road now, I might not know exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I know that it's going to be a lot better than what I was doing, and I know that it's going to be something prosperous, and I know that the Lord has wonderful plans for me, whether it's in a ministry of Teen Challenge itself or abroad. It doesn't really matter. And I stand on a scripture, and the second I saw it, I knew it was going to be a scripture. I stood my life on it. It was Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, "I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And thanks to God and Teen Challenge, I have an opportunity today to get back everything that I lost. Everything that I'd ever wanted, and I have a purpose today, and that's, if that was all I had, that would be enough, and that purpose is to share with others what God can do and about